In this tutorial, we will learn how to map a string context. To map a string context, click on the Mapping tab. The Mappings tab displays all such datasets that have been mapped to one or more contexts. Just as a context can be mapped to many datasets, a dataset can also be mapped to many contexts. The number inside the card of the dataset displays the number of contexts to which this dataset is mapped. You can click on Create Mapping to associate a dataset to a context. You can also edit an existing mapped dataset to either create new mappings or associate more values of the mapped field of the dataset to the context values. In this tutorial, we will use an already mapped dataset to demonstrate how new dataset fields can be mapped to contexts. Click on the Edit icon on the top right corner of the dataset card to start associating this dataset with new contexts or for editing existing mappings. This will open the Create Mappings window. To associate a new field of this dataset to a context, click on the Create Mapping button. Select the relevant column from the column drop-down and the string context from the context drop-down. Then click on Map Values. Column values that match with the context values will be automatically mapped. Column values that are not automatically mapped can be dragged and mapped to the respective context value. Unmatched values can be treated in 3 different ways. They can be used as is without any mapping. The unmatched values can be ignored. The unmatched values can be mapped to a default value, for example others. Once all the mappings are done, click on the Save button to save the mappings. The string context can now be used in place of the dataset field while using the dataset.